I've scaled my coaching business from complete zero to 500K per year in less than a year and a half. And I didn't chase after any leads. I didn't spend crazy amounts of money on ads, and nobody knows me. I'm a nobody. My brand is completely uh, irrelevant. Nobody really knows who I am. But the most important part, I didn't do it with any sales calls. So there's basically three steps that I've personally implemented. That these are one of the most major important steps that I've personally taken to achieve this outcome. And I've helped multiple of my clients achieve the same outcome. And in this video, I'm going to show you these 3 steps and how it can help you as a business coach implement these steps and actually be able to really take yourself out of sales calls and do things properly with leverage from a different perspective, so you become more of an in-demand coach and dream clients are coming to you instead of the other way around. Okay, so how to actually scale your coaching business with a small personal brand. Most of the people that you hear about, most of the gurus that are talking to you, most of the people that are basically telling you what to do when it comes to like business coaching and being a coach in general, especially when you're selling money, they think it's easy. First of all, it's not easy. Because when everyone is selling the exact same thing to everyone, then it becomes more competitive. But competition is not bad, and no one is complaining about that. But the issue is everybody is trying to convince you that you must either have a huge brand, you must have insane, ridiculous amounts of edits, your social media and your IG, TikTok, Shorts are the key component of building your brand. And I didn't really make any focus on any of those things. I just used them to get that last conversion or the last step for people to actually take action. I've used my social media and ads for my brand awareness. So I let people know about my shit. It's that simple. But what did actually build my business? How did I get to the point where I'm selling 5K, 7K, 10K, 12K, 24K packages, high ticket per year with dream clients? It's because of one thing, which is depth branding and brand width. How deep is your actual brand and your personal brand? How open and authentic are you? Do you actually speak from the heart? Do you say what you have to say? Because right now, as you can see, like I have no scripts. I'm not reading from anything. I'm just acapelling in this stuff, right? Because I rather speak to you in person, where you can get to know more of my face expressions, who I am and what I do, okay? But instead of those specific things are maybe you've heard them before, I'm gonna give you 3 steps. If you implement the 3 steps, at least by the end of the video, you can take one of these steps so you can actually implement it within your business, okay? So step number 1 is to create offer cycles or offer tiers. What are offer cycles and offer tiers? It would be a lot easier to show you mine, and then you can make up your mind on how you can implement it within your business. My personal 3 offer cycles are the creator circle, which is the first thing that you can actually get to work with me in. So as soon as you get to work with me, you have the option to join the creator circle, which is around $500 a month for 12 months or $3,797 a year prepayment if you want to save up to $2,200. Now the next part is the baller circle, which is more of a VIP one-on-one in like touch coaching with me in person, where you get my personal phone number, so on and so forth. This is $1,897 per month for 12 months or $18K per year prepay if you want to save up close to 5K. Okay, now other than that, I have the third offer, which I implement once in a while, which is the new workshops, and I try my best to do it once per month. Lately, I have not been doing so, but it's going to be implemented within my business very frequently, and most of my clients and the people that I work with are implementing this at least once per month. So how does the workshop work and what is the process that I go about? It's basically free trial sign up, basically where people come into your landing page. It's going to be a free trial workshop or event or whatever you want to call it. What does free trial mean? They would come in, they only put their credit card information, and you only bill them if you deliver on what you're promising them that they're going to get in this workshop or in this event. And that's the key thing. As soon as they finish signing up for the event, they're going to get in the thank you page a second offer. That offer is you can pay $200 now and save money, because the original price is don't pay anything right now, come in. If we deliver on the promise, it's $500 billed after the event is done. However, in the thank you page, it says you can pay $200 now, you can save $300 from later, and you can get all of these bonuses. You can get a VIP session with me, so you can ask me whatever you want. You can get the lifetime recording of the event after the event is done, and all of these bonuses, and you can lay out all of the bonuses. So that is the third offer. Okay, so why 3 offer tiers? Why not just one offer and you go all in? Well, because the equation between demand and supply. So think of it like this, okay? You have, this is the supply and this is the demand. The further you have, less the supply. So the more you minimize the supply on how often, how much, and how many people you can deliver your product with, the further the demand will be increasing. Because when you limit the product, more people would want to get it. You see, everyone, when something is available to everyone, it's not desired, it's not looked for, and it doesn't put you in an authority as a coach, and you don't want that. Okay, so the key to build an in-demand business is you need to actually have or become an in-demand business coach. The key here isn't to just build an in-demand business, but you need to become an in-demand coach. And you become an in-demand coach through your positioning and through limiting your supply, so you can automatically increase your demand. Okay? So whenever the supply is low, the demand automatically increase. The laws of life, I guess, right? So step number 2 is you need to sell one-to-many instead of one-to-one. And I'm going to show you here the differences between both prospects or both styles. So the old way, which is most people that are literally still doing this in 2025. Damn, I'm saying 2026. I'm already projecting jumping into the next year. But you're still doing one-on-one sales calls. So that's around 10 to 15 hours a week wasted with prospects that more probably they're not going to turn and become clients. And the different way of doing this is you need to have your content, your VSLs, your online event, which is a one-to-many different variations of sales, literally deliver the same value but in bulk delivery. You're basically selling to multiple people, unlimited amounts of people, of prospects, in one-to-many sessions, in one-to-many settings is the really word I'm looking for. So second is you're creating custom offers to prospects. So probably right now you're probably like jumping on 1, maybe even 2 strategy sessions with these prospects, and you're like delivering this long ass freaking requests of like, hey, we're going to deliver this feature and this feature and this feature, and we're going to help you achieve this, and we're going to do this. And you're doing like ninja sales, right? I don't know if that describes as the ninja, but you're being a ninja right now, right? And none of your ninja stuff is working. So why are you still being a ninja? It's not working. It has taken so much out of your effort, and by the end of it, you're closing a client because of the guarantee. So instead of that, just have 2 to 3 offer tiers depending on access. So you would increase the price based on how much access do you give the prospect and based on what the prospect needs at the time. And clients, dream clients, are what you're looking for eventually, are basically, they're in a position where they actually want to learn more about what you do, but they're more advanced. And what I mean by advanced, they're not necessarily advanced in business, but they're advanced in decision making. If you're like, as a business coach, you want to work with advanced decision making prospects and clients, because if they're not, they're going to be more of a pain in your ass after they become a client than anything else. So you better actually make sure you're attracting the right people. You see, you're complicating acquisition because you're shit at it. You're not shit at marketing. You're just trying to be a smart marketer, and you're trying to put so much attention thinking that value and customization alone are going to be the answer. No. Offer tiers is basically, and the offer cycles are what's going to make you stand out and what's going to provide options to your dream clients. And they would be in a position where they can make that decision. Okay. Next is you are basically chasing every single lead and you're not creating any deadlines. And when you don't create any deadlines, you're no longer in demand. You are begging, convincing, persuading. No one wants that. You're not the only business coach out there. You're competing with a lot of people that are putting their time, their energy into building an in-depth brand where people can connect with them. And that's a loss on your end, because if you're not doing that from your stage, or if you're not doing it properly and you're not being authentic about it, you see, coming out and just looking at the camera and being like, my name is this and this, and I'm a great business coach, and I'm going to help you make 10K per month this month, and using my features, you're going to get one-on-one calls. No. You need to have them sold on you, the coach, prior to telling them what the solution is, and even further prior to open them up to the idea of working with you. And the best way to show someone that you can help is to genuinely help. And how do you help them? You help them with one-to-many features, availabilities like content, VSLs, events. These are assets that you are proving in real life that you are helping them. And when you do, guess what? They're going to be in a position where they want to continue working with you, because you probably were one of the few business coaches that actually helped them. And that's where they're going to click and be like, shit, I want to work with this person. I want to work with this guy or girl, whatever you call yourself, right? They just want to work with you. So how do I do it in my world? It's just one offer doc and a checkout page, a capped list, and timing. So I can create deadlines, and I only open slides of working with me once a month from Monday to Friday. That's it. And if Friday comes, it's a wait list for the rest of the entire month. That's how you create demand. Okay. So if you actually want to learn more about the value journey, you can just check the video below where I can literally break down the whole thing in details. However, step 3 is you need to sell MRR, high ticket, instead of one-time offers. What do I mean by that? So instead of offering $8,000 at one time, offer $3,000 per month for 3 months. Why is that? Because adding bonuses from the recurring delivery will first incentivize them to actually go for the MRR option. That's number 1. 2, you actually 3x your close rate. I've noticed from my numbers, from my clients' numbers, as soon as they start implementing monthly recurring revenue offers, they increase the close rate, because it's not a hectic bill really to pay 2K or 3K per month to work with that coach and to be in their world and to see results from working with them and pulling the trigger instead of just paying 8K or 12K or 20K all at once. I'm not saying some clients won't choose the prepayment option, always include it, but you want to focus more on the MRR. And here's why. When you have more MRR, you can be abundant to clients and cash. When you're feeling like garbage and every start of the month you're running around in circles looking for I need to go get me, like you're itching. I need the new clothes to like feed my wife. I need the new clothes to freaking feed my kids. I have a new baby on the way. This doesn't create peace. It creates scarcity in you as the coach. When you operate from that angle, guess what happened? You're in a position where every single prospect you speak with can smell that on you. And you're just pushing and pushing and pushing. And the further you push, just like a girl, right? If you're a man, you know this. Or a woman, doesn't matter. If you push too hard and you show like from the first date as if you're freaking your own cocaine and you just need to be with that person, otherwise your life is over, that person is not going to find you interesting. Matter of fact, they're going to be turned off. Same with prospects. So the further you are abundant with your clients and with your cash, and you know that each month at the beginning you have cash coming in from recurring clients, the better you're going to work, the further you're going to close, the further you're going to scale, the further you're going to build a retainable business, a predictable business, right? And also, if you're married like me, you know how much pain in your ass your wife can be. She wants you to make money predictably. And as I quote her, I want consistent income, like this whole 20, 30K months and then everything. They don't work with that. So if you have a wife, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Third is you're actually building relationships with your with your dream clients. When you're dealing with your clients on a monthly basis, you are almost preparing them to not only see results, but they are warmed up to upsell or even resell the same offer and to stay with you for 6 months, 12 months or more. And that's what you want to do with each customer. You want to make sure your clients are staying for as long as you can keep them. And the only way you do that is through a long-term goal, and second, through an MRR offer. Because if you're going to want them to pay the whole thing right now, if anything happens down the line, it's just the whole relationship is like, and they're also going to be super demanding. Like if they're going to pay you 20K all at once, and I've had that, their expectations is through the roof. That's a car, okay? 20K is a car. And some people are comfortable with that, especially like if you're targeting specific clients. But keep in mind, it's just the whole relationship will retain in a more healthy manner if you keep it at that range of an MRR process, okay? Last is you actually challenge yourself, believe it or not, to build great products. Okay, when you have an MRR offer, you are forced to make your product top tier. And if you go through the pain of losing your clients, well, guess what? You're gonna literally go through that pain so hard to the point where you need to fix the pain, so you no longer go through losing or high churn clients. So yeah, this is my take on it, but obviously feel free to do whatever you like, okay? So if you're an actual business coach and you're tired of calls and you want inbound high ticket clients coming to you, literally coming to you, and you want to add 30K in new cash in 90 days or less, just DM me the word 50K on Instagram and you can apply for the Creator Circle. And it's only $500 per month for 12 months or the prepayment option. But just DM me, I'll send you the offer and the details, and we can talk about how and if I'm even possible or able to help you get this done and add 30K in new cash in the next 3 months or less, okay? And guaranteed, by the way, because I know what I'm talking about. Other than that, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll personally answer your questions. And cheers.